Okay, so you're signed to Bad Boy.
Yeah.
You
See, I'm gonna tell you where you go. I know where you going. I know where you going. What you gonna leave? Where you gonna slip up? Go
okay, you signed to Bad Boy. You're alongside Big, Mace, Total, 112, and you guys had.
We was like the Jordan.
Yeah.
We was like the Bulls or the Lakers or
you
one
had,
of them teams
and the
in the
illustrious
dynasty.
lineup. What makes someone walk away from all that and say, man, hell no, I don't want to be here?
Well, you know LOX. What is it? A 3-man group.
Right.
And it's all we. This is one of the reasons we still rock solid to this day, because we carry it that way. Every man's a boss. Every man got to say so. We don't. It's no. We equally all. We the same thing equally. We form Voltron. So
Right.
If somebody say something, we got to air it out. We got to bring it to the table. We got to. We can't just. You know what I mean? So boom. Big got killed. We already having light. It's already. Pardon me. It's already like Versace Medusa head shirts.
Right.
Then it's 3 niggas with army suits over there. So it's already like grilled lobsters with grilled cheese. So it was already like different. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you got pasta,
yeah.
then you got noodles.
Yeah. They popping champagne.
Yeah.
We drinking Cisco. With Mad Dog 2020 and all that shit. We on another
Chill.
Shit was different. So it was always a little bit of, we could never blend in perfectly yet. Although we had some of the best times, although we was learning shit that we didn't know we was learning, how to perform the right way, not cupping mics, how to control the crowd.
I still do that shit to this day, man.
Yeah, we do that. That's gonna happen with hood, but technically you're not supposed to. When you get caught in a moment, that's what it is. But just the whole thing of touring, how to live on tour, how to shop on tour, how to buy throwaway underwears and underclothes, just the whole life experience that we learned. We didn't realize we was learning that, but on another token, we wasn't blending in.
Right.
They had the commercial hits, this, that. I wrote the Benjamins. I wrote a few songs on No Way Out. You know what I'm saying? Victory. I wrote Victory.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I wrote, you know what I'm saying? So, but listen, it still is not blending. We killing the clue scene. And Bad Boys, the top 8 at 8, whatever it is, they dominate. We dominating, well, we not dominating. So it was always something there. Then he had a meeting, Puff, Styles threw the chair at Puff.
What?
Then that was the last. No. Before the chair, Big died. It's ill for me because the Locks' first time in L.A. is when Big died, and I happened to be here this time when Kobe. This thing happened to Kobe and all the family members and the children. So you know what I mean. It's weird and bugged out, but the untimely demise of Big. They had a big meeting. Puff said anybody could leave the label that wanted to leave after that. Styles is saying, let's go. I'm telling you, this is the sign. Let's go. He tapping us under the table. Let's go. Me, nah, dog. We got to see. We got to wait it out. We got to, know what I mean?
Right.
Boom. No Way Out comes out. It's love. We go on the tour. It's crazy. We making money.
Now you feeling like you fitting in a little bit.
Blending in a little bit now. It go from we blending in
so
a
you
little
getting a little bit,
Not
you getting in.
We not all the way meshing, but we getting close.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
It's throwing out a little bit. Boom. Then Big died. Then the No Way Out. Now we rocking a little bit, but it still kind of is not really, shit ain't going all the way perfect.
It never does.
We had a meeting. We had a meeting with Puff.
All right.
Styles threw the chair at him.
Well, what was the purpose of this meeting?
To iron out some discrepancies.
Okay.
Actually, was ill when the night when the thing happened to Big. We was mad at Puff for some reason I don't know about, but we went over to that picture you see with Big, Stevie J, Puff, that they showed the last picture in the party that night.
Yeah.
We went over to Big. He seen us with the 4th floor screw fade. Like, shake that shit off. My album is coming out. This is my single. We knocking this, that. We gonna handle that shit when we go home.
It seems like you had more of an ability to relate to Big than you would have been able to relate to Puff.
Definitely.
So
with that being
said,
said,
Big was the bridge.
With that being said, when we finally met Big and he embraced us and took us in, he like, yo, this is gonna be wild stuff you don't like about Puff. He's gonna make y'all stars, but this is what's gonna happen along the way of him making y'all stars.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like him for that, but you're gonna be a star.
Right.
So he gave us.
So he told you this?
Yeah, he gave us the jewel of the thing. So in that party, he told us, yo, whatever, all of that shit, y'all mad at Puff, shake that off. Here go an ounce of weed. Here go some Cristal or some Don P.
I was forgiven.
We celebrate. You know
I was forgiven.
Then that happened.
An ounce of weed and some Don P back then, man. That shit
was good.
That shit was like a 600 beans in the club. You dig what I'm saying?
Then that happened. Then that happened. No Way Out came out. The tour came out. The tour is finished. We get back. It's not really going how we wanted to do. They set up a meeting.
You're talking about money. Okay, so let's just get down to it. You say the tour came out.
No.
It
wasn't actually. No, it wasn't. Tip. It wasn't really.
It got to be something. It got to be the
it
money.
Was just the whole.
way a motherfucker treating you.
It was just the whole thing. It wasn't. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. It wasn't. We didn't feel comfortable. We didn't feel comfortable. But we was making some bread. We was making a couple dollars. At least we thought we was.
Yeah.
But so we get the meeting.
Now okay, so how's the conversation going before the chair got thrown?
It's going pretty good. I mean, I guess somebody said their part. I don't know if Styles went first. I would imagine Puff went first, then Styles went, because that's where the chair got thrown.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But then after that, it was we went rogue after that meeting.
Okay, so after that meeting, there was all communications have been dismantled. Nobody talking.
D was still talking to Puff.
Cause D from the Rough Riders.
Yeah.
They was your manager?
They were our manager.
Okay,
they was always our manager while we was
you.
on Bad Boy.
Okay, so you always knew D and D.
Yeah, they was our management.
Okay.
They didn't get the Rough Rider deal till after we was already on Bad Boy. That's what messed us up. I mean, not messed us up, but that's what was easy for us to say, yo, we want to get out of here and go back there.
So basically, okay. You get back from the No Way Out tour.
Yeah.
You're not comfortable. There's a discrepancy. Then you get a page from D, and he says, I just got the Rough Rider deal. And you tap Sheik and say, all right, nigga, throw the check.
No. They already had the deal. We didn't just jump ship once they got the deal.
Okay, how'd it go?
Because we knew us going on Bad Boy sacrificed them getting the deal. Because it showed them, yo, we put them over here. We got DMX.
Right.
What y'all got for us? Then they cut them the check.
Yeah.
So it was still, still was able to eat because we was still the family, but it wasn't going right. And if my man got somewhere where it's going right, I'm going to get out of here.
That's
I'm
right.
going to try my damnedest to get out, and I'm going to go where I know I'm wanted.
Okay, so when D was still talking to Puff, how was the discussion?
I guess Puff was trying to tell him, yo, handle them or this, and he's telling them, those my little brothers, they feel how they feel. Like I can't, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to monitor it to a certain extent, but I can't tell them how to feel.
Right.
They young niggas is young and wild at that time. This is the crack era.
Zero understanding.
Yeah, so we had to have a meeting amongst ourselves to say, like, you know, we ain't got this money that we think this is no money. We got no money going up against a shitload of money and a shitload of lawyers and pay. So what do we got? We got the streets. And we said, yo, it's not double dutch. If we committed and this shit don't work,
right?
We all in. If it do work, we all in. So niggas like, fuck it, man. What we got to lose? Then we started the Let the Locks Go campaign.
Yeah, free the locks.
You know what I mean? Eve had a slot at Summer Jam.
This is my favorite.
Pressed up the shirts. We pressed up the shirts.
Man. Right. Free the locks.
Yeah. We had the one of the Rough Rider compilation was out. My
Outta
album
here.
was out. We gonna make it, Dope Money, all of those shits.
Come on.
They lined us up a mean playlist. We gave the shirts out in the parking lot, so it seemed like the whole arena had to Let the Locks Go shirt. They gave us 5-6 minutes of Eve set. We blew that bitch out the frame. Then we had the whole fucking metal in saying, "Let the locks go. Let the locks." Somebody ran up to the powder blue Bentley and jumped on the hood. And said, "Puffy, let the locks." Rest in peace. Wolf had to jump out with the thing and get cleared and fucking. He had to clear. This shit was crazy. So we get back to the Batcave like, yo, that was impactful. We got the streets. This all Hot 97 is talking about. This all the people talking about. That was a good strategic
Yonkers
move.
is on the map now,
Yeah,
properly.
we on the map,
okay, properly.
And then they was able to do some paperwork stuff, D and Puff, which later I found out Steve Stout said it was some group from Chicago that was supposed to be one of them special groups that Puff wanted them, and he was able to get us off for that. I heard that years later after I just thought that Jimmy Iovine, which Jimmy Iovine he did pay. It was his initial check to Puff that got us off. But behind the scenes of that, it was some Chicago group. That was supposed to.
Was it?
Nah.
Somebody unknown.
No, yeah.
Unknown.
These dudes
Yeah, let's not even,
they never surfaced.
No.
Do or die is my niggas. Do or die is talent.
Man, I'm talking about
upon talent.
I couldn't imagine.
That shit is crazy, but
I couldn't imagine Do or Die hooking up with Puff and us not hearing about it.
Yeah, that's why that don't even add up. These were some other dudes that never seemed to surface, but that shit is all crazy.
And so who decided to get the billboard? Because that's what I remember. I remember the billboard.
To Let the Locks Go.
Yeah.
I think that was, I don't know, probably was us with Rough Riders because they had a lot of extra money to spend. So
they were fucking it up.
Once the campaign got up and rolling, we just worked it. You know what I mean? To the streets advantage that we had, because that was the only advantage we really had.